At an early point in my life, I would be out playing sports and doing things with my friends, and I would feel so free. Nowhere for me was it written into that John Koch was going to be addicted to opiates by the time he was 14.
It doesn't discriminate. I have treated doctors and nurses and politicians and school teachers. The face of addiction is everybody that you know and love.
And it wasn't until I found a treatment center that made me say, okay, you don't have to live like this anymore. You can learn to love yourself again. And it was due to the counselors in those facilities that allowed me to be able to become the person I am today.
When I got out of the military in 2011, I knew I had to be in some sort of industry that was making an impact. And I saw the opioid crisis in this country. There was this huge gap between the amount of people needing treatment and the amount of people getting treatment. It's really easy to get passionate behind our cause. Community medical services treats specifically opioid use disorder. So everybody that comes to our clinic has to have a primary diagnosis of an addiction to opioids such as fentanyl, heroin, opioid pain relievers. We use medications such as methadone and buprenorphine in conjunction with wraparound services, psychosocial interventions, different modalities of treatment within our clinics. Research says about 95% of people who have a diagnosed substance use disorder are not seeking treatment or don't acknowledge a need for treatment because of the stigma our society has against treatment.
And a lot of times what community members will say to us is, I don't want that in my backyard. And we often have to say to them, it's already here, right? It is here. We're actually trying to be a solution to that problem. We're not just treating the person who walks in the door. It is going to have a domino effect, and we want it to have a positive domino effect. We want to get people back into workforce. We want to reunite families. We want folks to live healthy lives and transform the communities that they're living in.
And throughout time, that resistance becomes more of a collaboration, and you see individuals wanting to work with us, wanting to see how they can contribute to the cause and really be part of a solution.
Being best in class is really important to us. We're evangelists for practices grounded in science and evidence. We have a medical advisory board made up of our chief science officer and 2 of our medical directors, all board certified addictionologists. We are looking at the data on a regular basis. Is what we're doing working? And if it is, how do we enhance that?
And it's so much more than that. There's the clinical side of things as well, and that comes with not only counselors, case managers, peer support services. Talking to a peer, someone with lived experience, might be that window that the client needs to be comfortable to talk to a counselor.
We're not afraid to be innovative. We say yes, we'll figure it out. If it's a crazy idea that saves thousands of lives, who doesn't want to do that?
One thing that community medical services does, I believe the best job in the country in our field, is we have eliminated wait lists.
Folks, when they're ready, you need to be ready to receive them. You don't call in and say, hey, can I come in next Tuesday at 2? We're probably not gonna see you.
And that's why we provide centers like this. That's why we provide 24/7 centers, is because there's a moment of hope factor when it comes to this. When people walk through the doors of a CMS clinic and they are able to talk to somebody and they're able to see a counselor and they're able to get told, you will get started on treatment today, not tomorrow. You get that little bit of hope.
Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction has joined hands with Ohio MHAS for a 2-year contract with community medical services that will expand the existing medication-assisted treatment program.
In Ohio, we're on the campuses of 5 of their prisons. I don't think we've understood the need to serve inmates until they come out and then they're continuing treatment. That's how communities heal.
We have a town hall every Friday, whole company town hall. We start the town hall every Friday with a patient live telling their story to the whole company. Parents reunited with their kids, got their jobs back, got out of the criminal justice, revolving door. It's incredibly powerful. And it reminds us why we do what we do.
We have 70 clinics in our network right now, and we're serving around 22,000 patients that are actively in treatment services with us.
We have a long way to go. We have the right team in place to help us. I am part of our new market team, also known as the Tiger Team. Essentially what we do is we go into new or existing markets and open up clinics from day one up until we integrate it into the regional team. It allows us to ensure the launch of that clinic, that we are capturing everything in real time, and we're very proactive versus reactive on some issues that may arise.
We want to see growth in quality treatment and in access to treatment, getting clinics open, growing them fast by providing compassionate care, doing a lot of outreach with the communities, and really meeting all the stakeholders where they're at. We've gotten very good over the years at doing de novos, where all of our competitors have gotten really good at doing M&A.
In 30 days, I have seen people almost get their whole entire life back because they were just needed to not crave for opioids for one day. By standing up a clinic in a new state, in a new area, in a new city, somebody's son or daughter, or somebody's father or mother, or somebody's husband and wife is going to get another chance at life they never thought they'd get.